Previously on Surviving Sliptopia.
And when I set up a villager breeding system in this area, but what ended up happening was trades ended up getting nerfed. And there's been a little bit of death and destruction over here because dispensers got changed and they don't dispense lava quite in the same way as they used to. I think we've got some lava in here, but I think if I was to... As you can see, we're going to build some villager storage and kind of automate the system completely. And it's going to be a bit tricky. It'll be a big project, so I'm kind of excited for it. What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and I'm down in the underroom, hanging out with the derps. What a massive amount of derpy derps. So we're going to be working on the system next, and the reason that we're doing that is because we need to get a lot of emeralds for the enchanting tree that we're building. So I got a lot of great suggestions, but I'm going to go with emerald block leaves, and I'm going to do it because I'm the guy that likes to build with extremely hard to get blocks for some reason. I don't know. I just think it's going to look the best. So it's going to look the best in my opinion, so let's do it. Let's get some emeralds. What we're going to need to do here is kind of change the system up, and what I was doing, or what I can do here, is just set something up where right now the system's a little effed because of the dispenser issue being changed over. Powered dispensers no longer pulse, so the lava, when I went here to test it, the lava burned up all my tracks. Oh, I got a bucket, sweet. So but what we want to do is set up a system here so that we're not just getting a single trade, we're actually being able to move these villagers down into this area here and kind of keep them for extended periods of time. So, and then if we don't want them while they're here, we need a way to... Oh, that was some scaffolding from fixing up the ceiling. I put some edging on the ceiling. But, so if we don't want them down here, we're going to be able to shoo them away, destroy them, and then we want to be able to recycle the minecart, and then so that means this needs a minecart call, some sort of way to get minecarts in here. And we don't have a hell of a lot of space up top. We have 8-ish blocks maybe, but to the top of where this system is, which it cannot move, it's only 3 blocks. So we'll have to have some sort of a minecart call system that feeds into the recycling system, and then some way to bring a villager out here, either kill him instantly or then move him down into a storage area. So it's going to be pretty complicated. I thought today what we would do, we might actually not get to any real building. What I thought we would do is head into Testopia and just play around with the system to see what we can do, see how much of it we can get to work. So I've been playing around with fixing up repeaters and figuring out a way to do that in an effective way, and I think I got something right here that will do a pulse, and then a quick pulse and long pulse, and then deploy and extract lava. So right here we have a dispenser with lava in it, and it's actually pointed down, and then if I hit this button, it will eject it and then suck it back up. So what I'm doing is I just have a redstone pulse directly onto the dispenser here, and then it's 4, 4, and 4, and I think you can get this down to 3. I think 4, 4, and 3 will actually work. So 4, 4, and 3 tick, and that's the shortest tick that I can find that will actually work. If I go to 2, we should have a major problem. See? Major problem. So, major problem. So that won't work at a 2 pulse. So you need 4, 8, 11 tick pulse to eject the lava and then suck it back in if you wanted to use that. And that's what we're going to be using on the top of the underroom to kill villagers. So we'll have to build this system up inside of there some way. So we got what I think is pretty much the smallest or most compact way that we can get this to happen. So directly underneath the button block. So when the button block fires, I'll show you it's working. So when the button fires, the block becomes redstone active, and that activates the dispenser. Then that same pulse, or the same pulse generated by the button, travels down through the redstone, through the 11 tick delay, and then up back into the repeater, or into the, dispenser. So like so. Should work pretty good. We can cover it up and it won't be that big. And then the tricky part is going to be making sure none of the redstone interferes with the system that we have to move villagers out of the system, because that system is going to come out of this block. So we're going to have a track system that will move a minecart forward into this area and then back to here so that we can see if we like our villager and then void him if we do not like him. Oh, I hope it didn't wash away a bunch of great torches. Oh, I don't need torches down there because it's half slabs. So moving a minecart this direction, picking up a villager and back, and then allowing us to decide if we want to void him. And then if we want to save the villager, then we're going to move him off into a separate area. So that looks pretty good. We'll need to do that on both sides. And then, let's see here. We can probably do that right now. How did I make that happen? So then we're also going to need to get that second system set up so that we're able to move the villagers off, and then there's going to be another void system that needs to be out there as well, so that we can void villagers that are already down into the system that we don't want. So let's just double check to see if this is working. Working with lava. Woohoo! All right, perfect. So back to Testopia. So this is a bit of a monstrosity, and I actually designed this back when I first started playing with the Underroom, and I can't remember if I showed it off to you guys or not, but let's go ahead and get a minecart system in there. So if we want to do a pickup, we set this to pick up. If we want to move him off into the trade area, which is over in that area, we move him off with the trade. And this is done through basically the redstone or the repeater locks. So if we have this off, there is no repeater lock. If we have it on, there is a repeater lock. And the reason for the repeater lock is it initiates this quick pulse, and that changes the length of time that the redstone torch pulses and moves the track selector. So let's say we want to do a pickup. So it quick pulsed the track selector, but so quickly that it moved it in the other direction so that it would face in this direction and move over to pick up the villager, and then it pulses back in the correct amount of time that it takes to move him back, so we can take a look if we like him or not. 10 fish for cooked fish, even for an emerald. No, you have the weakest link. Goodbye. Oh, that was the wrong button. All right, come back, fail. Come back, failed villager. Alright, let's try this one more time. It's going to be amazing. Alright, so we have the selector set for pickup. So we pick him up. 8 gold for 1 emerald. Let's do the kill this time. Oh, did I have it set up yet? Oh, you know what? I don't even have it set up, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's say we killed him. He's dead. Goodbye. So we want to pick up another guy. And then let's go over here real quick and set this up. So this guy we like, and so we want to trade him. So what's going to happen is now this second area is good to go, and that's going to send a quick pulse. It's a second pulse, but actually I think what we're doing here is, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I built this, it lengthens the pulse by just a bit. So, oh yeah, this. So there you go, that sent him off, and he goes over into these storage areas right here. So the storage areas are something that I built previously, and they were meant to cycle villagers. So you can see here, we're cycling our guy, and he's going back into the system. So then we can come back here and kill him. But I'm not quite happy with the way that this works, and the reason is because I want to be able to set individual guys, like set this guy to go and die, or you know, if I want to recycle one of these, I want to be able to recycle them individually. This system cycles them all. What it's doing, it's kind of a little bit of a complicated symbol, but again, we're using a quick pulsar and some different redstone down here to move the track, this track, to move it in this direction long enough so that the minecart can get out. And the instant that it's here, it moves it back in the other direction so that it can come in. So you can watch all of the tracks will cycle this way and that way. Like so. So, oh, this was in the little detector that I had set up. So this system kind of works. It isn't a bad thing, but it isn't the thing that we really want. What we want to do is be able to select individual guys, and then we want the system to recognize if there's an empty cart, an empty cell, so that the carts go into the empty cells first. So hence this little mock-up or work in progress thingy doodler. So let me see if we can get a villager. Oh, you're gonna... I don't like you. I don't like your face. So we'll grab this guy, hopefully. Been having some trouble with the minecarts picking up villagers. I gotta cycle it like 3 times and then it actually doesn't, for some reason, isn't moving along. So we set this guy over, and then you can see what I've done here is use tripwires to detect that he's here. So the tripwire, oh, is there a string up here? So there's a tripwire here that detects that he's here, and when that happens it changes the rail. So if we were to send a second guy, seriously? No, incorrect. Come on, villagers, work with me. Derps. Alright, so we got him on the first try, but again, it doesn't seem to pick him up very well. Anyway, this time, it will bypass the first cell and go directly to the second cell. So, this way, this is a good system because it detects that they're there, but it's not a good system because I can't kill them while they're here. We can't recycle them while they're in this place. If we try to put lava into this top block, it's going to interact with this string. So we can't really do that. I don't believe. It's something that we can test out, and we can actually probably play around with it right now. What if we just were to do this? We're going to go one up from there. Let's try this. Set a dispenser out. Nope. So an upside down dispenser. Then we want to set up the little dispenser thingy doodler that I had set up on the other area over there. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna stick a button right here, and then some redstone like so. On it, and then we'll get some repeaters and set up that that delay. So that ain't gonna work. Just to make it dirty. It'll be a little bit dirty for now, but that's fine. Alright, so that should pulse. Alright, so we're good to go there. Let's go ahead and throw some lava in this thing and see if we can actually hit the top of the villager. It did nothing. Oh, it did that. I'm sure we can make this much more compact, but in the interest of time, I think we're just gonna do something like this. We need one more repeater. Alright, so even though like a bit of his little bitty head is in there, it ain't gonna happen. So that ain't gonna work. Alright. We could try... It's taken up the whole block, so I don't think... Oh, we lost our string. We lost everything. Alright, so, yeah, this isn't gonna work. So what I'm thinking would be good is... we can just keep them, and if you send one back, so if we use this to send him back... like... what is going on here? I had this kind of set up as the thing, but no, you don't, buddy. Derp alert. So what this system was doing over here was I was playing around with recycling the minecarts into a chest. So the cart comes over here and hits the cactus, and then it turns into an entity, and then falls into the hopper. Pretty simple. But what I want to do, or what I think we're going to do over here, is we'll be able to trade with the guy, and then if we send him back, so then the tripwire system will detect if there is a derp inside of the cell, and it will choose then to redirect the track to move any other incoming derps to other cells. And that will work good, because if there's a derp in here, and then no derp here, and then a derp here, and no derp here, it will go to the first empty cell, and then we'll go to the fourth empty cell. It will be smart in that way. Then any villagers we send back, we've got to wire up some sort of system so that when we send a villager back, it doesn't need to detect that he is in there, because all the villagers we send back will have a villager in a cart. We just need to destroy the villager and then recycle the cart. So let's go ahead and play around with that. All right, guys. So I think I got this thing built and stable. I've been having a little bit of problems with it. I don't know what to call it, but I think it's a vertical lava blade of sorts. So the only problem that I've been running into is that every once in a while, for some reason, on different speeds, even though 99% of the time the lava is stable and it doesn't flow, one time out of 100 it will start to flow down one block. Once it does that, every time that the lava sources are pulsed, it feeds the flowing lava, and it just expands it and expands it and expands it. As if, even though it's pulsing, this lava is pulsing, but you know how when you drop water, for instance, let's go ahead and I'll show you out here. So if I drop water and then quickly I extinguish it, it still flows. So then similarly, if I was to drop water, take it out and then add water again, I couldn't do it fast enough. But anyway, if you were to do that, it would join onto the existing water, the flowing water, and it feeds that flowing water. So this seems to be stable now. I have a little clock here, so I got a tick on there, and then this is running at 4, 6, 8, so 9 ticks total, I think. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so it's kind of sort of working, and I haven't tested it out yet, so I thought I would test it out with you guys. Oh, there's the button that fell off. Peace out, guy. So he gets hit. Does he burn to death and die? Are you dead yet? Are you dying? What up, man? You're on fire. No, you're dead. Alright, so it seems to work. It seems to light him on fire enough. Oh. I'm on fire. So it seems to light them on fire enough that they die, but I think it's kind of a neat invention. But oh, see, there you go. Watch this. See? Bad news. Oh, we're in deep trouble. Oh, we're in deep trouble. So, and then it's pulsing very quickly, and it's a neat idea, but we can't have it, there can't be any, there can be absolutely no chance that this happens inside the machine once it's in Sliptopia. If it does this in Sliptopia, then it's going to destroy everything that's in there. And you saw that it sat there and it pulsed no problem for quite a long period of time. I could start it pulsing again, and most likely we won't see an issue for quite a while. I can try to, let me see here. I can try to speed this up even more. Take this down to no. Oh, see? It's too quick. It's too quick for it like that. Let's try it. Let's try it one more time. Let's just throw a torch on here and see what we get. And then if I speed this up, it just is too fast for it. Maybe if we did a couple ticks on each one instead of putting all the delay on one, perhaps that would cause less of an issue. so it seems to be more stable. Oh, wow. No, bad. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, bad, bad. Give me a block. No. So, yeah. I think it's a neat idea, and I don't know. I might be able to play with it a little bit more, but I think no matter how much I mess with it, it's just gonna cause a problem. Let's get a tick back on this thing and suck up all that vodka. Vodka? Lava. So, alright, we've sucked up all the vodka, and, I don't know. I think it's really cool, but it just is not working. I gotta think of a different way to kill these villagers. Alright, so now we're gonna try something different. A drowning chamber? Alright, so we got him. So, what I got set up here is a little ramp that comes up to the cactus. So we get this guy, should come up, launch off of here, hopefully hit the cactus inside of the drowning chamber thingy. There are hoppers that are all set up to move minecarts into chests. So if I was to drop a minecart down inside here anywhere, they're linked up so that they're going to feed into this chest. So let's find out what happens if we move this guy up here. Oh, he didn't hit the thing. He didn't hit it. So we gotta move the sand closer, I'm guessing. So, or we can move this further. That would probably work best. Easy peasy. So we can't put any blocks directly next to the cactus in a square and a plus sign around it, or it will destroy the cactus. So we can't do that. Hopefully, yeah, we take that out. Let's go ahead and get another minecart and a villager set up here. What up, man? You're about to go for a ride. Are you excited? No! What? You effer. What are you trying to go away? I'm trying to get you over there. We're trying to do an experiment for the peeps. No! Get in there, man. Oh, villagers. So much fun. You're going in this cart, and you're going up there, and you're gonna drown. Oh, that's right! Derp! Oh, so much derp. They swim. Stupid slip! I hate you right now. Oh, I forgot they're gonna swim. So derpy slip is derpy. Oh my gosh, did I at least get the minecart? I don't even think we got the minecart. I don't know, we gotta think of some other way to kill these villagers. There's gotta be a simple way to kill these villagers. So I think I have a solution, something a little bit different, a little bit simpler. I gotta figure out a better way to get the clock going here, but I got a long delay clock here, and just a solid block on the detector rail, and I think we're gonna replace that, but it should work like this. So, guy goes in, detector rail, trips this ridiculous clock. That waits for him to drown, and he's gonna drown soon. There, and he goes back, and then the minecart goes out. So I think that's pretty good, except that I don't like that it trips the clock on the way in and the way out, which I think means that we're gonna need to not use detector rails, and in this instance, we'll do it like this. So I think we're gonna need to use tripwire again. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. So that should be already set up just like that. We'll grab some string. Alright, so tripwire hits, and then this way when the minecart comes in, or goes out after the villager derp is dead, then it won't trip the tripwire again. And yeah, it's just a little bit simpler. If you wanted to void a couple of the villagers at a time, you'd have to wait like 10 seconds for the void to happen. So I think we should be able to test this. I don't foresee any huge problems. Get in there, derp. Go drown. So trips the tripwire. He's in there. The testing I did right over here, I think it takes about 10 seconds for them to die, and I don't know if it seems like it might be a little bit variable, but there you can see he dies, it sends it back. Oh, and he was still alive in this instance. He was still alive for a second, so it tripped it a second time. That means that we're gonna need to put another length of repeaters on here just to get the timing a little bit better, but this should work for us. Let's double check it. And we got our minecart in there already. Let's get our derp. Get killed, derp. Alright, so tripped our clock. And then he was in his death animation and he still tripped that tripwire. So he's dead, he's gone. It moves back, doesn't hit the tripwire, and then it can go off in some other direction. So unless I get a better suggestion between now and when we start building this, I think this is what it's going to be. I'm sure I haven't looked at any long clocks, but I'm sure there's a better way to build the clock. I'll ask around for something like that. I haven't really looked into it yet, but this ridiculous drowning chamber would have been awesome because we could watch him die, but unfortunately they're smart enough to swim, which is something I forgot. But I think this is something that we'll go with, and we won't be able to watch him die, but it's a really simple setup, and yeah, so that'll work pretty good for us. So it's been a long day for me recording this stuff. So now I've got to try to figure out how we're going to integrate it. Oh, I played with this some more, guys. I got an outline done in Glass, and I started playing with it a little bit more, really working with the timings. I changed the timings over and over, and regardless of what I do, it eventually the lava will flow. Of course, now that I'm recording, you won't see it, but I've stood here for like 2 or 3 minutes before and it hasn't happened, but after a couple of minutes, it does happen. I'm also concerned about this system spawning in and out of the world. Like, if you come in or out of the world while the lava's in a different state, that could cause a problem too. This would be my ideal system because I think it's the most, it contains the most ingenuities. I think it has about 6, but I really like this system the best, but it's just, there's no way that we can allow lava to flow in the system. That would just destroy everything, and we can't do that. It's got to be like super consistent. See, there you go. And the instant that starts to flow, I mean, it's over. So, all right, so that's not gonna work. Great system, very, very cool. Not gonna work for us. Drowning system, super stupid. Not gonna work for us. This thing with the ridiculous clock system, we'll get a smaller clock done, and I think this is what we're gonna go with. Then we will use the double pulse dispensers. These should work in individual instances. I don't foresee us really having a problem with it. Hopefully, with the way that we have it set up back in the under room. And then this is the system I think that we're going to use over here, where we have a pickup and trade and the kill switch, and then this to send our villagers off. And then, so this will be the system that we use actually by where the derps are in order to collect them, decide if we're going to trade or pick up a new derp and kill that one and move it off. And then the system that we're going to use, where did I put that other system? Where did it go? Oh, this guy right here is what we'll end up using, minus the dispenser setup. So minus the dispenser setup, this thing is what we're going to use in order to build the individual cells. And it all looks a little bit, well, it doesn't look a little bit, it looks a lot haphazard and kind of a little derpy itself, but I'm confident that once we get into the world and we start building it, it's all going to look a little bit better. So yeah, that's all for today as far as Testopia goes, but I do think that since we're doing this all in order to get skulls, it's time to head to the Nether and do some more skull hunting.
that.
Head! 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 We got it. 3 heads. We got him. We got him! 3 wither skulls. It only took, I don't even know how long. Oh my gosh, guys. I feel really excited. I think it's definitely time that we talk about revisiting the wither farm. Because running around for 6 hours, or I don't even know how many hours and hours and hours in the nether is just, it's ridiculous. So we might have to revisit that, but for now we have our heads. So we have so much to do now. We have the tree to build, we have the wither to fight, we have the underroom to fix, we have a lot of stuff and things to get done. Oh my gosh, I can't, take forever, such an irritating task. But I think that's going to be, we're going to call that the episode for today. We have one more thing that we have to do. So before we go for the day, we do want to go down and head down to the altar to Notch. Now, very rarely do we go over here, and a lot of you guys have probably never seen this, but I figured we'd revisit it because then we can ender pearl down to the altar to Notch and do our final thing for the day. But this is our pet cemetery. This is our cemetery for our pets that have come and gone, and it's a very sad place, but we very rarely come up in here and visit these guys. So Cobbled the dog, Tango Down the kitty, John Candy the kitty, and Admiral Akbar. This is where they're buried, and yeah, so it's kind of a sad spot, but at the same time it brings back good memories. So let's head down to the altar to Notch and worship our goddiest of Notchy gods, and make a sacrifice to him for all this help that he's given us today in finding this. Let's hope this doesn't land in the lava. Oh, perfect. So, oh Notch, goddiest of gods, a sacrifice to you. 3 arrows, 36 zombie flesh, a golden sword, a stone sword, 37 gold nuggets, 2 blaze rods, gold ingot, 30 bones, 18 coal, another golden sword, 9 magma creams, and 1 nether brick. Thank you very much for all you've done, for helping me to get the last skull. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, favorite, or share the video as you see fit. We always appreciate it. Make sure you don't spam it on Reddit, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.